right, in this video, we want to talk about putting and distance control, right? So, I used to shoot these videos and I talked about, doing different things in there, but then I realized, wait, that's the one kind of teaching I don't like. This teaching where I teach preferences, right? Preferences. I prefer to teach facts because facts, they don't lie, right? They're just there, they're facts, okay? And so, preferences are, if somebody likes the way that one person putts, then they reference him, and that's how they teach, okay? So I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm going to talk about distance control from more of a factual position, okay? Just more of a factual position, okay? Because if I can do that and I can get you thinking correctly, okay, then you'll be able to figure out the speed of the greens, okay? Wherever you go, it won't be just at your home course that you get memorized, but you can go anywhere and play greens and start to figure out how to control that speed, right? Because if you can't control the speed, one, you're more apt to three putt. Two, if you have to match the speed with a line whenever the putt is breaking, and that line that you're choosing is based upon your ability to either have, die-in speed or 3 feet past speed, okay? So you really have to become dialed in with getting a feel. That's what we say. Hey, we got a good feel for the greens, good feel for the speed. What's feel? Feel something up here in the air, you can't touch it, right? Feel is your ability to take into sense what you're doing down here with this weighted object right here to roll your ball correctly and get the correct speed relative to the greens that you're playing on, relative to the putt you're facing, uphill, downhill, side hill, etc. Okay, so let's look at your tool, right? We know that there's one side heavy and one side is light, right? So if I just get this weight swinging, right? Okay, there you go. Okay. It's going to create a certain amount of speed, okay, when it would make ball contact, a certain amount of speed, right? So the question is, should we take it way back here and just pendulum in there, or should we take it real short, okay, and would accelerate it? How should we get the weight, okay, moving through the golf ball? That's our question of, okay, how much length on the stroke and then how much pace on the stroke to get what you want, okay? So if you start taking your golf ball, you start, maybe go back 18 inches, right? Golf ball back 18 inches, right? So somewhere right in here, okay? And you think, okay, from this 18-inch spot here, through the ball out to 18 inches in front, okay? So a ball, so basically I have a yardstick, you got 3 feet, right? 12, 18 inches back here, 12, 18 inches out there. That's what I like to refer to as like, that's the hitting interval. That's when your brain is in this thing of like, accelerate the weight, right? It is paying keen attention to how much speed, how less speed, how more speed, right? Okay, so you want to pay attention to that, that 18 inches coming into the ball, 18 inches in there. So if you had a shorter putt, right? You're not going to, you'll what? You'll maybe take it back in there, but then what's your speed like? It's real what? Real slow. And if you go, well, I got 6 or 8 feet, okay? Right, you start to sense how much back here, and then what sort of speed to the impact, okay? So you have to get that sense of during that hitting interval, okay? What's your putter doing with its speed? If you get longer putts, okay, hey, you'll probably have to, you'll have to turn it, swing it past that point, okay? And then as it's coming into that, as you're turning it in there, do you just let it drift, okay? You accelerate it, right? That's what you have to figure out, okay? So you want to take and look 12, 18 inches, somewhere right in that area right there. 12, 18 inches this way. You go, that's my hitting interval, okay? When I get it into that spot, how much speed do I want? How little speed do I want, okay? So putting that club in your hand and testing it out. When you get out to the golf course, right? It's really easy to use some of the different drills that are distance related that we have in the program here. Okay, start setting your balls up, 4 feet, 8 feet, 12 feet, simple ladder drill, right? And then you go, okay, how much acceleration through the 4-footer? Okay, how much acceleration through the 8-footer? How much acceleration through the 12-footer? Going downhill, going uphill, right? Different course, right? It's easy to do it, okay? So own that area in there for speed. Own that area. You have to be confident in that area, okay? So, anytime I show up to a new golf course I've ever played the greens, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is start hitting putts, right? And just feeling out, right? How much speed through that hitting zone do these greens make? So work on that. I know one thing, you're going to be able to control the distance like the best.